Welcome back to KTR Videos. Today's tutorial is on the adorable Season 5 Petkin, Polly Teapot. Okay guys, we're going to start off with the very top of Polly Teapot, and it's just best to just take it one step at a time. So we're going to start off by making a semicircle, a wide semicircle I should say. And let me darken this up so you can see it. And this is towards the top of the paper, by the way, because she's a pretty big drawing. Okay, so like that. And from here, let's go ahead on this side, on the left side, we're going to make a small curve or bump, and then same thing on the right hand side, okay? And then let's go ahead and make a slightly curved line connecting these two sides, and then same thing at the on the bottom over here, like this. Okay, and then from here, let's go ahead and draw a diagonal line that's also curved like this. This is for her ears, by the way. And then make a small curve type triangle, so they're not like straight lines and edges, but curved. And that's for the inner ear. And then I'm making another line right there. And then do the same thing on this side. So a diagonal line, and then a small curvy little triangle for the inner ear. Let me fix this first, guys, like this. I just want to make it a little wider. Okay, then we're going to make another small line hugging close to this, like that, okay? All right, so far so good. Let's go ahead and jump to the top here and make a semicircle, like that. All right, and then we're gonna come here and we're going to start making a rounded curved line here. We're gonna start coming out. Let me fix this one, make it a little bit wider. Okay, like this. And then from here, jump to this top part here, and we're gonna make little V's. And this is the start of the little decoration that she has around here. They're like circles or ovals, I should say. So we're gonna start that by making these little V's here. Then do one tiny one over here. Okay. Now let's go ahead and complete these ovals coming down like this. And don't worry if they're not perfectly round. When we trace them later, we can fix a lot of those edges, but just kind of come around making little egg shapes here. And like this, more or less, okay? Let's do one more, actually maybe two. This last one is really small. Okay. And then inside of each of these, we're gonna make another smaller oval. So one over here. This is more like a half kind of. One over here, over here, over here, and one more. Okay. All right, so all right, now we can go ahead and finish up her body. So let's come pinching in and then out like this. Her body is kind of like a pear, so just think of a pear as you're drawing this, okay? All right, and then let's go ahead and complete this bottom portion, which is going to be big and round, again, like a pear. And this side, and let me push the paper up a little bit so you can see here. So I'm just going to come around like this and finish up, coming to this side like this, okay? And I think I need to actually fix this a little bit over here. And take your time. If you mess up, just hit the pause button and fix it up, okay? Like I'm doing here. Okay. So as you can see, if you look at this, it looks just like a pear. So at the top, she's thin, and then she gets thicker at the bottom. Okay, so that's her body. Now we're gonna jump over here and start the handle. So it starts there, and it's gonna end about here. Okay, so we're gonna come back up here, and we're gonna come over like this, and start to come in like this. And from here, we're gonna come out, ending where we left that mark, like something like, let me fix this real quick before I show you. Okay, something like this, okay? And then over here, we're going to make the inner part to make it look like it's an actual handle. So we're gonna loop around like this. And a little bit more here. Okay, so there's the handle, and then we'll jump over here and add her spout. We'll come up a little bit like this, and then come around like this. Let me make that a little shorter. Then make a curved line like this, and then come down, kind of like snaking around like that. Okay, hit the pause button, guys, and that way you can kind of take your time here. All right, now I'm just making the little drops. She has 2 drops over here, and they're just in the shape of little raindrops, actually, like that. Okay, all right, and then let's drop down over here, actually, to the top, and add another drop that she has, like that. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and drop down to the bottom and add her hands. So we'll come around like this. All right, like that. And add 2 lines in here, which is part of her paw. And then over here, come around, in and back around like this, okay? And let's go ahead and erase the lines. And then add a couple lines here, 1 and 2. Okay, and then right here in between her paws, a little bit up from the bottom, we're going to make an oval, and this is where her nose and her mouth will be sitting. Just make a nice oval, like that. Okay, and then her nose, actually let's add her chin. Her chin sits about here, okay? And then her nose is an upside down triangle, so just think of an upside down triangle as you make this, without the sharp corners, like that. And then her mouth will flare out to the left like this, and then to the right like this. And then her bottom mouth, her lip, I should say, is just a U, like that. Okay, let's go ahead and add her eyes, and then I think that's it. So her eyes are round circles, so go ahead and draw a circle on your paper. Taking your time here so you can get it nice and round. If you have something to trace, then I definitely recommend it. And then draw a curved line in here, like this. And another small circle for her pupil, and then add like 2 little glare spots in here as well. And then her eyelashes, of course. And then we'll jump over to this side and make another circle, like this. All right, and then a curved line in here, like that. And then a small circle inside for the pupil, 2 tiny glare spots inside, and of course her eyelashes. Alright guys, that's it for Polly Teapot. I hope you enjoyed. I know this drawing must have been a bit challenging because it was a little hard for me as well. But I hope you were able to do it, and if you want, then just keep watching the video and I will show you how to color her in. Here are the colors that I will be using today. Starting from the left, we have dark purple, a dark green, hot pink, lime or bright green, purple, light blue, pink, dark blue, and black. Alright guys, starting off with the eyes, let's go ahead and trace the eyes, color in the eyelashes, and color in the pupil. I always like to start off with the eyes, not really sure why, but I do. Okay, once you do that, let's take our hot pink and trace the iris. Just tracing it, not coloring it in yet. And then switch to your normal pink here, and we're gonna make a little bubble over here for the glare spot, and another one over here in this eye as well. And then go ahead and color in the iris completely, except for that little glare spot. Okay, then take your gray, and I'm not even sure if I told you about gray, but you need a gray, and I'm just darkening up just a tiny bit on the right-hand side of the eye. And this just kind of gives it a glossy effect. Same thing in this eye, coloring it in with the pink, and then taking my gray, and I'm just gonna add a little bit of shadow over here. Okay guys, now let's take our black again, and let's add a little circle inside of her nose for the glare, and then proceed on to color it in. Okay, now take your dark purple, guys, and we're going to trace her mouth and this oval over here. Go ahead and trace her hands and basically just her whole body. Everything minus the very top and the little decorative piece at the top as well. Okay. Okay, now let's take our red and color in the inside of her mouth like this. And now let's take our dark blue and trace the little drop here. Then take your light blue, color it in, and then follow up with your dark blue again, just darkening up these edges over here. Okay. And let's go ahead while we're at it and color in the drops up here. So trace them with the dark blue, then color them in with the light blue. And then take your dark blue one more time and darken up these edges, adding a little detail as well at the top. Okay, perfect. And since we're working with the blues anyway, let's go ahead and do the lid. So trace it with the dark blue, like this. And this piece over here as well. Okay, then take your light blue and color it in completely. The entire thing. Okay, and then switch to your dark blue, and we're just gonna add some shadow, darkening it up down here, a little bit over here, darkening up the inner ear, and then a little bit down here, little spots over here, okay? Again, hit the pause button if you need to. Now let's take our dark green, and we're going to trace all of this little decoration that she has sitting up here. This green might not even be dark enough, to be honest with you guys, but anyway, now I'm just taking my light blue before I forget to do this, and I'm just coloring these little sections over here where we did the V's. Okay, now back to this part. Let's take our light green or the bright green, and we're going to color in everything over here, all of these little decorative ovals. And then take your dark green and darken up the bottom half. And yeah, a little bit like this, okay? And along the edges as well. And you know what? I am gonna take a dark green, you guys, like a darker green, and just kind of go over what I just did just to make it stand out a little bit more. Okay, like that. All right, now I'm taking my pink, and she has, for some reason, she has little streaks of pink in certain areas. So we're gonna add those in here, a little bit on her hands, on her handle over here, on her spout. And then of course her cheeks, let's go ahead and color those in. Those are pink. And a little bit over here on the tip of her handle. Okay, now taking your purple, let's go ahead and color her in completely. So take your time here. I had to do this several times just to kind of fill it in a little bit. All right, now I'm taking my dark purple and I'm adding some shadow all along here. A little bit at the top over here, on her hands, on this side as well, a little bit on the handle, and all along this top piece over here. Okay? All right, now I'm taking my eraser. This is a little trick, guys, to add a little bit of glare. This is just an easy way of adding glare. Just erasing a little bit like a big circle, because she does have glare sitting right here. Then go back to your purple, make a little circle, little tiny circles, just so I know where the little glare spots are gonna be. But anyway, I'm gonna color this in a little bit, just to kind of even it out. Now I'm taking my pencil eraser and I'm going to erase just a little bit along this edge, because she also has a glare streak here, a little bit over here, a little bit over here, and one more sitting there. Okay. All right, guys, that's it for Polly Teapot. I hope you enjoyed this video and I hope you learned a thing or two. If you did enjoy this video, you can hit the like button down below so we know. And if you want us to work on another Season 5 Shopkin or Petkin, leave the name down below in the comments and I will do my best to get to it. All right, guys, until next time, bye. Thanks so much for watching. If you liked this video and want to see more like it, hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe. Also, don't forget to check out our Spanish channel.